Mission Control, I have recovered the stolen object. Go ahead and arrange for my transport outside of the facility. I'm coming out. Over.
Okay, boss, let's go ahead and check it out. You think you have a monster in your bed? Do you want me to check it?
Wait, hey, no way. I thought it was undetected.
Commence the zapping mechanism. Let's see if we can pass that.
And that mechanism's a load of crap.
Oscar, can you tell what way that guy is going? Yeah, he just shot straight out of the main entrance.
Why don't you fight him?
Come on, Brittany, you gotta keep up. Boss man's gonna be unhappy if we return empty handed.
Man, this is a workout.
Okay, now press the button underneath it.
I did. Now, what's this transmission?
On the one hand, the future is now, and it seems to have gotten here on way too much caffeine. On the other, we still haven't made it to interplanetary colonialism and the flying car as of yet. But in this video, I'm talking about AI. Artificial intelligence is something I'm still somewhat skeptical about, but I do believe that if used for the best and purest of intentions, mankind could really benefit from it. From helping us with building, to cooking, to studying, and learning, to content creation, to health and wellness, there are possibilities. Now here's why I'm skeptical of AI. Now there are concerns that it could reduce the human job market and critical thinking. It could affect the music and entertainment industries. And it's funny how we went from having critically acclaimed, creative, and skilled musical talent to having superficial bubblegum pop, trance, trap, mumble rap, whatever the heck nowadays that people like to listen to. And now we are crossing the threshold of AI-generated music resembling human talent. Now some AI music, is made for comedy, some of which is rather inappropriate. Now, honestly, I like to use AI-generated instrumental music for my content. It's quite convenient and it's impressive. But I do have a couple of guitars and a Yamaha keyboard in my closet, stored for when I eventually do want to start making jingles of my own like I did with older projects. We're also seeing realistic AI human characters. Some of it reminds me of CGI, but as time progresses, as engines and servers and such are updated, AI-generated content is starting to look indistinguishable from reality. Now, we got people picking on Bob Ross and Billy Mays of all people, both of whom are no longer with us. I even saw a video of the two having a physical altercation in Bob's studio. And look, I don't quite look at Hollywood in a positive light. But even then, I don't approve of the use of AI characters to be used in place of real actors. Except for like villains and, aliens or something like that, maybe with human voice actors. So I can imagine that AI is capable of running actual performing arts like acting and actual talent off the road.
So I took my girlfriend out on a date today, right?
Psych, that's AI generated. To the untrained eye, that would look like it's real. And yes, I'm single. I'm reserving myself for the right one later on down the road. But I'm done digressing. So let's get back on topic. So I used Windows Movie Maker as my editing software when I was younger. But that experience would give me a foot in the door level of familiarity with the likes of CapCut and Cyberlink PowerDirector. I've been using CapCut for about 2.5 years. Still my favorite. But if anything happens where I gotta stop using it, especially with that whole issue around ByteDance and US-China relations, I've got a worthy backup. Convenience is a major benefit of AI, but sometimes convenience is a gateway drug to all manner of bad stuff. Now, I already mentioned critical thinking. Imagine what the lack thereof out there in the collective could do. The internet has already been a convenient thing for us for years, but I don't want to see the younger folks so into using their devices as external brains to where they would have to Google or GPT their way out of the paper bag, let alone their way to a diploma, degree, or trade certification without them having to do the thinking. Maybe some memorizing, but not actually properly harnessing the data themselves. AI could help us with education if used properly and to promote cognitive skills and function and all that good stuff. While you could have a career or side hustle with AI, I would still prefer my food to be made with love, you know what I mean? Last year I came across something having to do with Wendy's. By the way, I just had Wendy's for lunch a little bit ago. It was good. Having to do with Wendy's experimenting with using AI for the drive-thru service. At the time, my reaction was not quite favorable, but then again, I would rather AI take my order as long as my order doesn't get messed up than machines making my food. I'm iffy on the concept of self-driving cars. Assuming they're safe and trustworthy, it could spoil us and reduce awareness to a degree. If I could have a robot as a maid, like if I could afford to have a robot like that the way I could afford the cell phone, I mean, it's possible as long as it doesn't turn evil and try and attack me. I'm trying to do away with the concept of work smarter, not harder, because both smart and hard work have a role to play, especially if used combined, which could produce a segment of the population that turn out to be Renaissance people, Renaissance men and women. Artificial intelligence for social life. AI friends? AI romantic partners? Nah, I don't know. As much as people me out sometimes, I instinctively know that people are the real deal. I do know that there are bots posing as social media users across platforms like perhaps X, formerly Twitter, maybe even meta platforms like or even YouTube or TikTok. This could be kind of discouraging because you would think that at one moment you're actually getting a meaningful human reaction, but come to find out that that's not true. You could have fake followers, maybe fake traffic, or even algorithms that don't quite favor you at all. So to sum it all up, this is not an overall condemnation of artificial intelligence. I just want to express the importance of the necessity of human responsibility in life where all it's needed.
Right, so if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. But I want to bring one more thing up again, actually. Earlier in the video, I stated in text form can help creators with content inspiration. So when I go to YouTube Studio, I click the section, the tab that says content. And you get that line that says inspiration, videos, shorts, live posts, blah, blah, blah. The first one, inspiration, I hit that, and I see a list of ideas for my next video. And the list of ideas is actually inspired by my channel. I haven't tried this yet, but what I could also do is there's this box right next to that list that says, you know, enter your topic, right? Now, I haven't tried this route yet, but I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to try something. I actually just had an idea pop in my head. I'm going to enter it now. Well, I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with something, you know, doing something, you know, well, as if you're on a budget. Or let's try something else. Wow, that was a pie in the face. I got another idea, but I'm not going to spoil it. But it'll have to do with health and wellness. Get suggestions. Try something else. Alright, I'm going to think outside the box here. I just got this idea. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with one of my favorite subjects in school. History. Get suggestions. Working on it. Okay, finally I'm getting a list of stuff. And here I was saying, well, maybe I'll just have to rely on what's already listed for me on this list by YouTube. But, so there are already 2 things that I'm hitting save on. Yeah, it looks like I lost that list, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with needing help thinking outside the box. Same prompt I typed in, but then different ideas, and here's one I'm going to hit save on. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And there are other sources for inspiration that I can look for, that I can look to, even within life itself. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one, and I'll have something else up soon, I reckon.